Hey, this is Kurt the Boat Doctor out here in this Alumawell. B for boat. Anyway, this here's a service run out. He was complaining about not everything he did. If he put it in forward or put it in reverse, it'd always go forward. This has got the 130 Merc Sport Jet in it with a small reverse bucket. So I don't know how long this guy's had this boat, but for one thing, his starter's a little slow. It's kind of sticking once in a while. Could be battery voltage, it could be a sticky starter, but it does start up. Once it warms up, it's not too bad. But with these smaller nozzles on here, these don't have hardly any reverse power, especially if you got a current, or if you're backing up against the current. So if say you were at the dock and you had the tide coming in and you put it in reverse, you would think you were going forward. But it just don't have the power to get you into reverse. That's part of it. But I think number two is this neutral switch right here. If that thing's pulled out, you got to lift up on that and that pulls out. If that's pulled out, that's neutral, but you're still going to have momentum forward, or depending on the current, it can take you backwards. But if he's saying it's always forward, that's why. Because if that thing's pulled out, it'll be a neutral. You got propulsion coming out of that jet, is going to push you forward. So anyway, then it was full of junk and I cleaned it out. There's a way to do that too. When you hit the throttle and this thing sounds like it's just wrapping up ours and you're not going anywhere, you got stuff up your intake. So what you do is you shut it off, you go to that side of the boat, you just kind of rock the boat back and forth. You go to the other side, rock it back and forth, then fire it up and then hit it in reverse, or like a couple quick blasts, womp, womp, womp. Then go forward, womp, 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 and then just kind of go left to right, and it washes that stuff out in forward motion. So that's cleaned out. See, now it starts fine once it's warmed. It's just cold. So that could be voltage too. But here I'm going to put it in reverse right now, and you'll see the currents coming in. It's holding it, but it ain't going very fast. So I'm going to spin it around the other way and show you. And these will blow out because they're a smaller pump. But it does really good. So it does spin it, but now it's going to go a lot faster this way. That's about all you're going to have in reverse. But we see how we're backing up faster now. So then you go, now the cable is a little sticky. But then when I went back and forth like this is how I did it. After I got it going a little bit, I'd run it up to that, about that speed. I'd go like this. This is if that pump is plugged with that kelp and seaweed. What you're doing is you're leaning the boat back and forth to get that out. Got plenty of power. And with the jet, let the jet do the driving, because you can oversteer these. See, you could be, if you oversteer, you're going to do this. What I suggest is get it going where you're going, take your hands off, then put your hand on there slightly, and it'll keep you on a straight line. Just don't oversteer. So then we'll try it out of the hole, because there was nothing out of the hole. There is a lot of seaweed. There could have been some stuff plugged up in there. Okay, so right here, if I'm running, I should be able to hit this thing. And then turn it right, left, and it'll pop it up quicker. So there you go. So I think your problems are fixed. Except for that throttle is a little stiff. Maybe it was that way. And no leaks anywhere, good water flow. The only thing cold, it does take a little oomph to get it going. It will like stick. Check volt, check battery. All right, Boat Doctor out, 18 Aluma Wells, Sport Jet 130 Merc service.